What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Frost back again with another Division 2 video. And first off, I want to begin this by saying I hope you guys had a very wonderful Christmas and wish you guys a happy new year. Hope you end this year strong. Hope you got some plans to start the next year right. But let's get into what I want to talk about today. This ain't even a build video, not even support video. I know you guys usually you see me making some montages or some support build videos or just build videos in general. But this, I just want to have a discussion about something I just don't understand about these devs, and it has to do with the new. It's not new, but it's the latest exotic we got from the season, and that's the Bittersweet. Now, full breakdown. If you guys don't know me, my main playstyle, from at the core, since Division 1 days, is a healer. I like to play the healing role, the support build role, you know, because to me, yes, you could just go in with a team of just all damage builds, but, if you got a team that has builds that work off each other, you can do more. So I have never had a problem being the healer. Okay, yeah, you're not a tank, you can't do damage, but you can do a lot, by healing your teammates and stuff like that. Cool. Division 2, same thing. You can be a healer, you can heal your team, does stuff like that. Cool. What I don't understand is the devs' obsession, and if someone can tell me the reasoning, then please tell me in the comments. The devs' obsession with healing and headshots, right? And you don't believe me, let me give you a few examples. We formation, headshots, grant 60% skill repair for 15 seconds. Okay. And if you think I'm still tripping, okay, let's go to the where is it at? The Dr. Home, please. Shooting an enemy with this weapon will apply a mark for 5 seconds. If a marked target is killed, it will give 10% armor kit, which applies to the whole party. The kit will not give bonus armor. It's funny, because before this was headshots. But look, people still don't use it because one, it's a rifle. Why would a healer be using a rifle? Why would a healer be scoped in, looking through a scope, so now I just lose view of the outside world? So if my teammates, is low on armor, yeah, you can still see it on your HUD, but when you're scoped in, you're focused, not like the talent, but you're focused because you want to hit whatever you're looking through the scope. And now let's get to the Bittersweet, which if you guys don't know what it does, to me it's pretty useless. Hitting headshots builds stacks up to a max of 8. We shoot an ally a skill, 50% of the weapon's total damage, heals them for every stack. And you also shoot them, 50% of your weapon repair skills is bonus armor for each stack. If you guys have seen it, when you get those stacks, you give them a lot of armor and a lot of bonus armor. But like I said, what is with y'all thing with a healer? Like I said, a healer having to hit headshots when their main thing is to shoot heals, put down a hive, pick somebody up. If they are to shoot, remember the build has really no damage. Why make it even more difficult for someone who don't got more damage? Now I have to be accurate on someone who's moving around. I have to hit headshots now. My opinion, in Division 1, we had better exotics for this. For example, the Caduceus. If you guys remember the Caduceus, I'm going to show it in the next clip. You guys go see the Caduceus was a way better exotic for healing gear sets. And once again, why is that the condition for healing? Why do I have to hit headshots? Striker doesn't have to hit headshots. Tipping Scales doesn't have to hit headshots. Concentrated Company doesn't have to hit headshots. All you gotta do is just shoot. For the damaged ones, for the tank ones, same thing. You just not do anything, and you get it. Everyday carry, just pop a kit. But with healing, you gotta pop somebody in the head. Why? A healer should never be using a sniper or a rifle, anything with a scope. I mean, AR, yeah, but really shouldn't be trying to shoot. And if the Bittersweet, you make it that I shoot the enemy to build up my stacks and then I shoot my teammates. I mean, in all honesty, I would just see y'all would just rather be better off using the Caduceus. In my opinion, that should be the next exotic weapon. Y'all should bring back the Caduceus. Have it work just the same, which I believe was every time you quit, you heal your teammates and yourself for 1% of your skill power, and that happens every 0.20 seconds. And I also want to point out the Bittersweet. I don't know if you noticed, the Bittersweet only heals up your teammates. It doesn't even heal you up. And what sucks about that is, let's say if it did heal you up, right? They'll build like, galvanized, tardigrade, what's that one talent? Vanguard, all those things that give you bonus armor. Imagine that with the Bittersweet. You will have so much survivability because if your teammate is giving you blue armor and then you just get your little stacks and then you give you and the whole team blue armor, unstoppable pretty much. But no, it only gives your teammates. So your teammates are fine, but you're assed out. And once again, I don't want to sound like broke record. Why do we have to get headshots? Why do we have to get? It's a like healers do not like. I don't know if Yannick. Yeah, and I'm talking to you, Yannick. I don't know if you lost to a healer in a 1v1 who was using headshot damage, because it don't make no sense to me how a build that is, or what he said. He said, and y'all could go find it, because people was asking on one stream, oh, why don't you bring stuff from Division 1 in the game, and he said, because that stuff is old and boring. I'm not even making it up. He said old and boring, right? Old and boring, right? So Striker's not old and boring? The gear set that's been in Division 1. Your personal favorite gear set, Yannick, that you brought to Division 2, that's not old or boring. But Reclaimer is. Instead of bringing that, you rather give us Birdie's backpack. I'm just being honest. These ideas that you try to give us to, I guess, try to be better than what's old and boring are trash. They're not good. Like really, how can anybody use this Bittersweet? Now, simple change. If you just made it that, all I had to do was just hit a target. Look, that's like 5 times 6, 7, 8. Look, bam, I got my stacks. I can shoot my teammate. Boom. Just make it that, you get the H stack, that 9th shot, that heals you and your team automatically. Like, you all get the bonus armor. Because I know it'd be weird when you try to go try to shoot yourself in the foot to heal yourself. But then again, like I'm going to show you guys in the next clip. If y'all just bring the Caduceus, hey, you can make the Caduceus, the Bittersweet talent, just change up, the stacks of the 8 stacks, make it like, 30, 35 stacks. Still works the same. You gotta build up the stacks, and then, you just shoot your teammate, or, once you, I don't know, you empty the magazine, you and the whole team get healed and the bonus armor. That's just my whole thing. You try to make a healing gun, that only works for the team and not for the healer itself. Where in Division 1, you had a healing exotic gun that did the job. So that's about it. You know, I'm gonna get to the next part, show you guys what I'm talking about in Division 1. But if you guys like the content so far, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys when I see you. Alright, so we're here back in New York. Like I said, in Division 1, I run healer, main playstyle. But like I was saying, they already had a good healing gun in the Caduceus. And it works just like I said. Each critical hit heals you and your group for 1% of your skill power. Can only heal each player once every 0.20 seconds. And like I said, now imagine that in Division 2 where you could have a build like this, you know, a whole skill build, and still have like what, 30, 35, maybe 40 crit hit chance. So you're definitely gonna be, you know, critting and activating it. Now imagine if that was the Bittersweet talent, like I said. You place it, instead of 8 stacks, it's like, you know, 30, 35 stacks. You know, when you get the max stacks, it still heals the same amount. You get all that healing based off the damage, and, you know, off your repair skills, you get the bonus armor. And, but I don't understand, like, it'll be great. Because as I'm shooting an enemy, damaging him, like, I'm actually able to shoot the enemy. Because think about it. How it works is, oh, hold on. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, think about the Bittersweet. They want you to hit headshots. They want you to hit headshots. Damn, sorry about that. I don't know why I'm allergic to. Maybe I'm allergic to these devs not doing their job. But as I was saying, the Bittersweet, they want you to hit headshots. Reformation, I want you to hit headshots. Why would a healer in the middle of a fight pull out his gun and say, alright, let me just look through my scope real quick. Alright, oh, come on, man, stay still. Come on, I just need to tap you in the head. Like, by that point that you get at least one headshot, a teammate's dead, you're probably dead. You'll just be better off using... And that's why in Division 2, you don't see no one even using the Doctor's Home or anything. No one even uses, like, Reformation. Because, I mean, yeah, can you hit headshots? Yeah, but it's like, most of the time, you ain't trying to hit, you know, no one's head where they, you know, they're going back and forth, up and down, all directions. You're trying to shoot this little box where you got this whole torso you can shoot. People go shoot the torso. Like I say, with the Caduceus. Or you can literally just keep the Caduceus like the same. You know, maybe switch it up because we don't have skill power in the division. We got tiers. So maybe each critical hit heals you and your group for like a percent based on how many skill tiers you have. So that'll be what, up to 6% of your repair skills? I mean, that may not seem like a lot, but I think 1% off of my chem launcher heal that I was seeing in the division when I did the math was like 16k. So I guess 6% would be like what? I'm not the best at math. I'm just gonna guess the number, like what, 50k plus, I'm assuming. You know, but that's happening every 0.20 seconds as you're shooting an enemy. So as you're shooting an enemy, and I want to stress this, it not only heals your teammates, it heals you as well. You don't have to worry about popping a chem launcher, a high support station, you know, defibrillator, no nothing. Watch, I'm gonna throw a nade on myself. And remember what I said, I don't have high crit chance, because in this game you can't just have high crit chance with no crit chance on the field. So watch when I crit. Watch how I heal myself. Now it's regenerating because I'm out of combat. But you saw when I was damaged, I would shoot the enemy. Once I crit, I will get healed back. Now, I know it doesn't look like a lot, but I want to stress, this is Division 1. You can't just have a healer build and have 30, 40 crit hit chance. It's impossible. You actually got to make a red build, which makes sense. Now, Division 2, you can. So imagine, as you're shooting an enemy, you're going to be critting more. You're going to be healing you and your teammates more. So, in my opinion, the whole point, the Bittersweet, Dr. Home, Reaper Rain, all that shit is trash. Stop with the headshots with healing. Just make all healing talents. You just got to shoot the person anywhere. There you go. And that's it. What would be the problem? It's a healer finally being able to use their gun. And if there's anybody sitting there, man, well, I don't know, man, that might be broken. Then listen, I don't know, you might have to retweak your build because a healer is not unkillable. Destroy their hive or have so much damage output that they can't heal through it. Skill build, do something. But that's pretty much about it. I just want to give you guys my thoughts, about just healing. Oh, and I can't stress this enough. I forgot the fact that in Division 2 we still can't see teammates' heals. So it's like at the end of the day, do you even want people to be healers? Because you put all these hard conditions. I got hit headshots and like I don't know no healers that's doing that, bro. Like bougie healers were running around with the pistol. Hey, if anything, if there's anything that healers do shoot, we shoot the heals. We shoot the heals. We barely shoot our gun. But that's about it, man. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys feel the same or heck have any opinions, feel free to put them down in the comments. If you like the content, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And that'll be it for the video. It's your boy Frost, and I'll see you guys when I see you.